when I was at the University of Florida, I think my jersey was one of the top-selling jerseys around the world. It was like Kobe, LeBron, and then I was right behind them, and I didn't make a dollar from it, but nor did I want to. I knew going to Florida, my dream school, where I wanted to go, the passion for it, and if I could support my team, support my college, support my university, that's what it's all about.
Shut up and dribble.
But now we're changing it from us, from we, from my university, from being an alumni where I care, which makes college football and college sports special, to then, okay, it's not about us, it's not about we, it's just about me.
In the 2016-2017 school year, NCAA revenue reached $1 billion.
I know we live in a selfish culture where it's all about us, but we're just adding and piling it onto that, where it changes what's special about college football.
There is so much wrong with this. He made the selfish culture argument, but his take is pretty selfish. He disregards others' collegiate experiences and reflects on his own, which is cool, but not every experience matches Tim Tebow's.
That's why people are more passionate about college sports than they are about NFL. That's why the stadiums are bigger in college than they are in the NFL, because it's about your team, it's about your university.
Yeah, it's all about the team. Right, Shabazz Napier?
Well, definitely best to get a scholarship to our universities. But at the end of the day, that doesn't cover everything. You know, we do have hungry nights that we don't have enough money to get food, and sometimes, you know, money is needed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is someone hungry? Tim Tebow has something to say about that.
Because it's about your team, it's about your university.
It's about the university. So when it comes to protecting players who generate billions of dollars every year from having to pay unanticipated medical bills or ensuring they receive superior impartial health care, there are no official NCAA provisions in place.
Because it's about your team, it's about your university.
Argues Tim Tebow to, for example, Kyle Hardick, a top recruit for the University of Oklahoma. I remember it was my freshman year, he recalls. I was guarding Tiny Galvin. He hit my knee and I fell back, and once he fell on me, you hear an instant pop. I remember the trainers and the managers were like, oh God, what happened? Sounded like a shotgun. His mother, Valerie, says the coaches told her they did an x-ray and there was nothing seriously wrong, so Kyle kept practicing. After this went on for over a year, Valerie took Kyle to a family doctor. Kyle was diagnosed with a torn meniscus. After Kyle rehab, new coach Lon Kruger said, you know, Kyle needs to find a college that's suitable for him. He had lost his scholarship.
Because it's about your team, it's about your university, it's about where my family wanted to go, it's about where my grandfather had a dream of seeing Florida win an SEC championship.
University of Florida didn't have its first black football player until 1969. 10 years after integrating Gainesville. Tim, think outside the box here, bro. Or as Bomani Jones would write, look on the field, man. Many people the age of Tebow's grandfather probably couldn't go to Florida. And if they went where their grandfathers went, someone would shut it down ASAP.
It's about where my family wanted to go. It's about where my grandfather had a dream of seeing Florida win an SEC championship. And you're taking that away so that young kids can earn $1. And that's just not where I feel like college football needs to go.
That's fair,
There's that
man.
opportunity in the NFL,
That's
but not
fair.
in college football.
Yeah, not in college football, cuz
Fact is, they're not employees, they're student athletes. I can't say often enough, obviously, that student athletes are students. They are not employees.
this stooge is Mark Emmert, president of the NCAA, earning over $2 million a year. Tim's argument is screw the dollars, play for the school. Even though coaches like Dana Holgerson signed 30 teenagers to West Virginia, but then gets up and leaves those he sold on a dream behind for the University of Houston. Screw the dollars, except if it's the coaches who need the dollars, right, Tim? Or University of Miami, your rival. 14 kids signed with Mark Richt, then he retired. Manny Diaz left Miami as defensive coordinator to take the Temple job, where he promptly signed a class of 17 players to then leave them high and dry to take the Miami head coaching job. Where's the consistency, Tim? But yes, athletes must play and bend the knee for the school. Tebow hates California's legislative push to allow college athletes to profit from endorsements, because athletes, specifically in Tebow's area of expertise, athletics, the NCAA makes over $1 billion. But zero of those funds should go to those who risk their lives and the well-being of their bodies in this one life to live world because of my history lesson to me. One word to associate with Tebow's rant: privilege. Privilege of failing up after his days in Gainesville. Privilege of, let's be abundantly clear, being a rich white guy who collects a check from ESPN's sister station, the SEC Network. A privilege to say, I didn't want the money because I want the experience. How many have that privilege, Tim?